Hello and welcome to the program. On February 16, the Ukrainian Charity Ball, traditionally organized by the Ukrainian Youth Association in Austria, will be held in Vienna for the fourth time. The event has a unique program in which Austrian classical traditions are combined with Ukrainian customs. In addition to charitable purposes, the Ukrainian Ball aims to expand cultural ties between Ukraine and Austria. To talk more about this event, we're joined in the studio today by Lidiia Akryshora. She's an organizer of the Ukrainian Charity Ball and head of Association of Ukrainian Youth in Austria. Hello and thank you for joining us today.
Hello, it's my pleasure.
So the Ukrainian Youth Association of Austria organizes the Ukrainian Ball in Vienna for the fourth time. Now, first, tell us, how did you come with the idea of creating such event and what can be expected?
Thank you so much for inviting me here. Austria and Vienna mainly are so famous of this classical tradition and balls. For example, during the whole year, Austrians celebrating and having a lot of balls, and during 3 months, this is famous in the history and in Austria like a ball season. So from November to February, there are 300 balls of different nationalities, profession, organization, and so on are going on in Austria. So, also to tell the Ukrainian community before was very, very powerful and also intellectual. So, Austria knows already about Ukrainian Ball, which was held before, but then the tradition disappeared. And the organization TUMA, so Ukrainian Association of Ukrainian Youth in Austria, was founded in 2010. And the first ball we held in 2015, so we were thinking already long time to reborn this tradition, but also to celebrate anniversary of the organization. So the stars come together, and we were thinking, why not put this together, these two points. So then we started to do it the first time, 2015, and was really, really nice. So not that classical ball, a little bit of Ukrainian, a little bit like a party, but also with the ball points. So, and then we started to do it further. Which
brings me to my next question. You said you have 300 balls in Vienna. It's a long-term tradition in Austria. What's different with the Ukrainian ball? What differs this ball from the others?
Yeah, great question, because this is the point what we are doing advertisements for Austrians. So Ukrainian ball is a classical Viennese ball with own you say a reglement with own program, a classical one. So you have a program, you have a dancing, opening, official one, which on the other balls you can meet as well. But even better, because we have a lot of Ukrainian tradition which are combined in this ball. So for example, Austrian orchestra playing classical music, but Ukrainian one in this symphonic arrangement. And also debutants, so this is the pairs who are opening a ball, and they are dancing 2 dances, Viennese waltz and polonaise. And they are going to be dressed in a white dress with embroidered patterns of Ukrainian embroidered. So, and this is a couple of things we have very nice combined with classical Austrian tradition of holding balls.
Now, this ball will take place at the Palace Auersperg, which has quite a history. Can you tell us more about this history of this place?
Yeah, exactly. We are doing Ukrainian Ball already 2nd time there. And during the year, this palace held a lot of balls also, as well as different fancy and beautiful events. So, and this palace was founded around 300 years ago, and was famous at that time also by these classical events, classical music. So the walls of this palace have heard totally beautiful music and were witnesses of really nice events. And also Mozart and Haydn were playing their performance pieces there. So it's really, you can smell and touch the history.
Now, obviously, such a large-scale event, let's say, requires significant funds. and human resources. How many volunteers are working there, and how do you attract investors and sponsors?
Yeah. So the people who are organizing the ball, they are volunteers, and they are in Tuma, Ukrainian Youth Association in Austria, working on, you say in German we are saying ehrenamtlich, so it's like honor for you to do that.
Okay.
And they are working on their main jobs, but in a free time, and sometimes more than free time, because it takes a lot of time. So they are organizing this ball. Mainly in the committee of organization, around 12 people. But of course, it's not possible without support of much more people. So we are attracting other volunteers or other people who are interested in that. So mainly, the main point, it's very nice because we are doing this as a hobby, but also connecting with the main profession. So I was working as a journalist, and I'm helping with PR and promotion. We have designers who are helping with graphic design and so on. So you are working on your main job, but also help a little bit with the ball.
So would you say that this kind of event, more than being a dancing event, is also some sort of a fancy networking also? Does it help, connecting a certain community here?
Yeah, exactly. This is a great point, because exactly as it is. And we are also inviting, for example, Austrians, business, or people from different institutions, in order they get together, because where you can do it better as at this informal event. So, and this is also very nice, because we have this friend and mouse propaganda. So that means a lot of people tell each other, or friends to friends, about this event. So they come in people from different spheres, different profession, and you got a great place to get known other people, and of course to cooperate in the future.
Now, how well the Ukrainian community is implemented in Austria? Because you said they were quite influential. But how well is it implemented to organize such events?
Well, Tuma was invented in 2010, but very visible on the map of Austria. Ukrainian Association became especially after Maidan, because of course you could not be passive at that time. So we are starting together, even though you are not in the association, you are doing something. So I would for sure tell that we are visible. Ukrainians, and and this is the sign, because a lot of Austrians come into the ball and they are telling other friends. So that's mean it's respectful, and they spend also very nice time there.
Now, can anyone come to the Ukrainian Ball? Of course, you said there was obviously a dress code, but what about the dancing? Like, if I'm a beginner, can I come and just be part of it, or shall I learn dancing?
Yeah, of course. This is a great argument we are using in promotion. So it's so much easier, as you think, just to visit a ball, as for Austrians, as for Ukrainians, because a lot of Austrians think that Ukrainian ball only for Ukrainians. But already second time we were trying to put it at the bridge between Ukraine and Austria. That is why we are trying to concentrate ourselves on Austrians, so that a lot of Austrians and other people of other nationalities come into ball, but also as well as Ukrainians, because in Austrian tradition, to come to ball, it's just like to visit a Saturday party, kind of party. So, for example, I have some Austrian friends who in February go in every weekend to some ball. So basically you need just to buy a ticket, to have a dress code. It's a long dress for women, and a suit for men, dark one or black one. Have a great mood and just to come. So a lot of people also asking if they cannot dance. Of course, it's gonna be better if you take some courses before or so on. But during the ball we have workshops. So you can learn, and also a lot of people can dance, so you can be inspired during the ball. Yeah, and just enjoy.
Now let's talk about this year's edition. Is there any special features in this year's edition compared to the others?
Yes, this year we got much more music. So, for example, last year you could dance only in one hall, classical dance and Latin. Latin dances. This year we have also jazz, and we will have a solo singer with saxophone, and also disco afterwards. The other part, what we are trying to implement, we will get this year much more Ukrainian songs in this classical arrangement. So that means Austrian orchestra will play different Ukrainian songs. For example, this well-known hymn of City Kyiv, How I Cannot Love You, Як тебе не любити, Києве мій. The other one also last year was amazing performance of debutants with Carol of the Dance, Щедрик music, also with the beautiful dresses from Ukrainian designers with national embroidering. So this year we will repeat the same, but from a different designer, which is with very, very beautiful and unique embroidering. So this couple of elements will be still present, but in more bigger features. Yeah.
Now, and to conclude this interview, what's next for the ball? Do you plan to expand it? Do you plan to how do you plan to attract maybe more people? What's the next step?
Yeah, at we making promoting of the ball. So first of all, it's a culture ball and also charity ball. So our goal, of course, to gather much more people. So that means we can raise much more donations and help with a bigger amount of money for Ukrainian orphanage houses. So this is our main goal, so to say. And also we are so pleased because already last year we got request when you're gonna move to Hofburg. Hofburg, this is a huge palace in the center of Vienna where the main balls are held usually. So the ex-residents of family Habsburg. So to hear that, of course, you have to work very hard, but that means that the Ukrainian ball will visit much huge amount of people. So we have the way where to go, or the goal where to go to.
And that's the best we can wish for you. Thank you for joining us in our studio today. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
That was Lidiia, Akryshora, organizer of Ukrainian Charity Ball and head of Association of Ukrainian Youth in Austria. Thank you for watching the program and stay tuned for the rest.